welcome to another RSR. Tonight I'm reviewing O&M FC 0, Mount Pleasant FA 1, the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup Final 2025 Leg 1. Mount Pleasant FA plays a perfect away game, gets a goal on the road, gets an away goal, defends very well, could have scored more, they didn't. O&M does not score. Mount Pleasant is in the catbird seat going back home to play the second leg next week. But it's still all to play for. They're in the catbird seat, but there's still all to play for, and that's what you want if you're wanting a suit day that's meaningful. Well, that would be me. If you're a fan of Mount Pleasant, you're probably pissed off. They could have been winning by more. If you're O&M, you're like, well, thank God it's still all to play for. Either way, we all think about different ways. We all feel differently about this. With that being said, OEM FC 0, Mount Pleasant FA 1, la Copa Caribena de la CONCACAF. Final, partido ida. Mount Pleasant FA ganador esta noche. Y goals de visitar 0-1 esta noche. A strong performance from Mount Pleasant. O&M just didn't really have it tonight. Goal was scored as follows. Kamoni Bailey scores. Ball crossed in off the corner. Kamoni Bailey crane kicks the ball into the net. A beautiful goal by Kamoni Bailey. 8th minute, 0-1, 0-1. Amazing goal, and that's all they would need. They could have got more, but that's all they would need. Halftime, 0-1, 0-1, medio tiempo. Full time, 0-1. 0-1, 0-1, medio tiempo. Esta noche. Full-time stats are as follows. 7 shots to 13, 1 shot on goal to 6, 53% possession to 48% possession, 414 passes to 375, 79% pass accuracy to 77% pass accuracy, 12 fouls to 11, 1 offside to 2, 2 yellow cards to 2, 0 red cards to 0, 2 corners to 6. For me, this game is pretty simple. It's a pretty simple thing. Man of the match, Kamoni Bailey. He scored the goal, a beautiful goal, and gave Mount Pleasant the win. Man of the match is him. It's simple. Simple as there. With that being said, I think this game is pretty obvious, so to speak. I think this game is explainable in 5 seconds, but I have to extend it to 8 minutes. In my opinion, I think Mount Pleasant played the perfect away game. They got a goal that was an away goal, that counts as an away goal in the final. They had a clean sheet. They defended very strongly. They could have scored more goals, but they didn't. We'll see if that bites them in the ass next week. It could. The game is still all to play for, even if Mount Pleasant is in the catbird seat while being at home. They're still all to play for with a 1-0 win. That's the good news. Could Mount Pleasant have won by more? Yes. Do I think they should have won by more? Yes. Do I think they probably needed to win by more? That remains to be seen. O&M were good defensively as well, but not as good as Mount Pleasant. They had a couple of moments, especially when they really pushed for the game. I really believe that offside, or not the offside, the handball goal, where the ball just falls right like this, where it was getting to Raheem Edwards. I don't think that hit his hand. I don't. On any way, like up, here, and down. I don't think that ball hit his hand. And they were focusing on the ball dropping in front of him instead of the high up fist and the hand when he was running. I don't think he handled that ball. I don't think so. That should have been 2-0. And I think Mount Pleasant might be mad if that goal, if it ends up screwing them over not getting that goal. Because frankly, even if it did hit his hand, you can't tell that it did. There was not enough visual evidence on that VAR to overturn it. There was not. There wasn't. So, because it never looked to me on any angle that it touched his hand. It went like this. No touch. It wasn't like this. It was this. There was not obvious hand contact. How do you overturn that? How is it not a goal? If it's not obvious, how is it overturned? To me, shouldn't that mean it is still a goal and it's 2-0 for Mount Pleasant? That is something I'm very much disagreeing with, was that call. But other than that, they still should have won by more. They had their moments besides that to score more than 1 goal. Should this game be 2-0? I feel like yes, but it's not, so it isn't. With that being said, defensively, I thought Mount Pleasant was perfect. I thought they were amazing defensively. I thought they were strong offensively. I thought they had their moments, and O&M never really seemed to match up, which, that's not shocking. Mount Pleasant won 12 points in the group, 5 out of 6 matches. They won 6 out of 7 matches in this tournament. They lost their second leg 1-0 to Defense Force. They didn't even need to win that game. They just had not to lose big. So you do with that what you will. With that being said, I wouldn't be so happy with the performance. I wouldn't be over the moon. I'd be happy about it, but know that this game, this tie is not over. This tie isn't over. Mount Pleasant has to have another good performance. They cannot have a bad performance at home. They have to have a good performance to win this trophy, but they have the catbird seat. So in the end, you run with it, you're happy with it, and you build on what this game was for yourself. With that being said, Mount Pleasant in the catbird seat for next week. It's still anybody's game, anybody's tie, anybody can win, and you like it that way. At least I do. With that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Notification once subscribed. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you tomorrow for a live watch along and review of El Diablo Valencia versus CSD Xelajú MC, the Central American Cup final. There's that game tomorrow. Thursday, we have a MLS conference final prediction video, conference semifinal recap video. Friday, we have the Egg Bowl, Friday midday, Mississippi State, Ole Miss at Mississippi State, live RSR. Saturday, we have a double live, regular live, and a review. Double live for the Copa Libertadores final, Palmeiras versus Flamengo, into Inter Miami versus NYCFC, double live, then a single live for San Diego versus Vancouver Whitecaps FC and reviewing that game. Sunday morning will be live for the Formula 1 Qatar Grand Prix. Could see a title clincher there. We'll see live and RSR on that end. And then that's the rest of this week for you. With that being said, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you.